Welcome on back and gather around, gang, to some more Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires. We're here for part 3 of our Tlaqua campaign, and actually I was kind of taking a look through our technology trees to see where we wanted to go next, and I was realizing this is definitely what is holding the Lizardmen back in terms of a faction. This tree is atrocious. The fact that you have to have all these buildings built, or one of these buildings built to even start down the path in the first place, means you can't even get any of these going until you have one of these buildings built. And there are 100 different technologies here that really don't do anything. So, for example, if you think about over on the, I'm trying to think of a new reworks tree, like the dwarfs. They have a couple that are going to give your units new abilities, like for the shield wall formation, where your normal dwarf warriors can kind of wall up and basically be missile tanks forever. Or the ballistic shield wall formation, which I think only the iron breakers get, which allows them to reflect artillery back at opponents. Meanwhile, we get, let's say, for our pterodons, for example, a little bit more speed. Look at they're faster. 25% more ammunition, so they get to throw like 3 more bolas. And then that's it for your pterodons. That is crazy. And I don't think there's anything in here for ripperdactyls at all. Now you just get a little bit more, just a little bit of, no, I guess you do get, yeah, if they had ammunition, which they don't, ripperdactyls just have a damage. So there's nothing in here at all for ripperdactyl. Oh, you get upkeep reduction. That's it. Because this line down here is the only one for beasts. This line is pretty much for weapons and Saurus. If you look through, it's all really for Saurus. It's like 5 attack. Here's some upkeep reduction, which is always nice. 5 armor and some missile resist. Meanwhile, over on the Dobby, they're like, oh yeah, we laugh at missiles. Then the sequence of the Honored Guardians, a little bit armor for Temple Guard, 5 armor for a unit that I think has 120 armor, so what do they have, 125? That gives them, like, nothing in terms of mitigation. And then you have, lastly, some melee attack and defense for a final research tree. Yes, the Lizardmen need help. I understand why they, as the AI, just do not survive. Well, except for Tlaqua. Tlaqua was always a weird one. And they don't even really recruit armies of nothing but pterodons. He just kind of rampages through the lands and destroys everything. All the same, we're here at turn 12, where we're going to send TikTak'to in. Let's grab the temple for the tablet of spawning here, since we have nothing else. 5% recruitment reduction for skinks. Yes. I think the dwarfs have 5% missile, or upkeep, or I guess not upkeep, recruitment reduction for infantry in general. Just for example, Quixotle has a Gnarly Tree Hugger. Honestly, the most dangerous thing here is going to be the heroes and the trolls, and I'm curious to how much damage our rocks will do to them. So onward to the siege of Quixotle. We need no siege towers. We'll just fly over your puny walls. And so the Battle of Quixotle begins. And yeah, this is one of those maps that's always kind of a trap, where these look like the best places to attack from, but they've got a bunch of towers that can shoot at you once. Whereas this, it's got 3 of them, but we're going to go over the walls pretty quickly. So let's go 2 skinks. They honestly shouldn't be able to see any of our units that are in the woods here, so if we put them all in this one section, yeah, they should all be able to hide. Horned ones, you come over to this section of forest if you can. We gotta find a spot that they can be sneaky. Ooh, leave you there. Skink skirmishers, you're gonna stay with them. Perfect, all of our infantry is hidden. And then we're gonna have all of the Air Force, at least a good chunk of the Air Force, on the other side of the map. I'll have you 2 spear lads maybe over here. And then the other skinks on the pterodons spread aggressively. Alright, so we'll do 2 flyers, all of our infantry, in fact, all of the guys on the ground together. You 2 being the only one in guard mode. Let's go you 3 in a group, you in a group, and then you 2. That way I can try to control them a little bit easier, since they are very fast-moving units. Alright, let's see how the orcs deploy. Use the trees as cover. You 2 go way wide. Make sure we're not getting shot up too much by the towers. Are we out of range here? Yep. Not on this side, though. We need those pterodons to move. In fact, there's a gap here we can probably shoot for. How are they getting hit? Those towers have some insane range. Alright, you two get up and over the walls, and we can figure out what to do after that. Alright, we found the blind spot, now we just gotta make sure we are getting up and over those walls. Let's have one of your formation come over to blow up these archers. Watching, here, I'm gonna just pause for a moment. Watching the entire line be commanded at the same time has to be demoralizing. It's slightly demoralizing for me even now, but for like a new player, that has to be one of the most demoralizing experiences. Because you're trying to figure the game out, and the AI is just like, yeah, no, I can command my entire army all at the same time. Because I'm magical. You can get moving. Got more archers to clear up. They're doing everything they can to deploy them cheekily. Run, 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 run. And I'm watching our Skeet Chief just get annihilated by spells. Keep moving. How are the other pterodons in range? That is ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. This way. Alright, bring you over, drop some rocks on this group. If we're focusing their fire, they should be doing a really good job at dealing with the archers in a hurry. Night Gobos are tough, though. That's another archer group down. You two. Since our army is so squishy, we just never want to fight exactly where they think we are. You go hit Dusty here. Like, you poison him a little bit. Not sure why you guys are going down into melee, that's... Yeah, no, I forget. You don't micro these goofy things, they die in droves. Alright, bring in the pterodons. TikTak'to's obliterating this orc. Alright, you lads, get on over and drop some archer. I guess these air boys could be dangerous, so let's first soften up these orc boys. Good. The fact that most of the archers are either down or on another section of the wall is fantastic. Come up and in. That big boss is starting to do some damage back. But TikTak'to struggles with his lack of armor. On moving. We need to disrupt those archers. Gonna micro this group first and drop the bombs here and here. A good quarter of their health gone. And you guys rotate. Since they're gobos, they should die really quickly. Yep. Down in a hurry. Now fall back. Beautiful. We've taken the walls pretty... Oh no, did you get stuck? Come on, TikTak'to. Good. Alright, now we deploy the boys. To the walls, lads. Alright, good. You're finishing off that orc boss. Yeah, make sure everyone's... Actually, these guys might be proper troll hammer torpedoes. Look at this damage. Look at that. They're still trying to do the dodge, but they're failing aggressively. All right, bring you guys back over here. Who has some rocks still? We need them. Do any of you guys have some rocks? Perfect, that'll do. Bring it. Just keep wasting all your mana on sneaky stabbing. Good idea. Alright then, just kind of form a blockade. Any orcs that want through need a headache. Hello there, orc boys. We have brought you some gifts. get you away from that big blob. Start blowing up the night gobos. Get away from their other spellcaster. They're actually hitting friendly. Melee defense and armor. We bring in the Sunderers. Yes, bring in the Sunderers. Aquasuras. Got him. Those goblins are done. That's another sneaky stabbing. Anytime they go for that instead of his actual spells, it's a win for... Oh no! See, that's not what we like to see. There goes another Pterodon. Rolls down. Bring your bombs on over. We should just be able to take these guys out with a quick bombing. Get away from him. Skink Chiefs really don't have the best melee attack. Oh, he must have had a sync kill. We'll have to come back in and check that on the recording. Rocks. Sorry, Arc Boys. We don't even have to use our infantry. Whom are all fighting over here? Oh shoot. Left these guys to their own devices. They had one unit of archers left. What do you know? Skinks work together. You two missile skinks just keep circling. You're through the gates, so run down some skink. It said skink cohort that we were killing, but there's no way. Alright, you guys are way too close to that nitro. TikTak'to is not necessarily winning against the Great Shaman. You can tell they definitely overstated the Goblin Great Shaman. 59.97. We should be obliterating him, but it's not quite going that well. Let's stay over here away from their towers. I don't feel like dealing with any of that. Somehow they still have archers firing on us. Skinks this way. Forward to slaughter. Saurus, you the same. Gormatu. They're doing their best Dark Speak of Mordor. Oh, good grief, get out of there. Kind of a frustrating foe here. Like you're one to talk. What are you bringing in? Only the Air Force? And dropping rocks on everyone too is exciting. It's up to you. Go this way. We can use some more explosive support. Yes, goblins, you know what's coming. Special delivery. Said special delivery. We get shot to pieces by the towers. There, and that's a unit of goblins gone. We'll have all of you guys come in here and target these orc boys that are trying to pursue. As long as none of you come in from melee, that's not what we need at all. Pull back. I mean, that was a win, but it felt like a weird one. With there's nothing but Pterodons, because the balance of power is just not very impacted by them, especially when they're out of their bombs. And the enemy are willing to fight for a really long time, even when they just have zero chance. Cool. We'll just hit the battle there. Easy. Alright, 78 fall in the siege of Quetzalcoatl. Easy. 3,000 added to our treasury. We'll take it. Yeah, we don't need any more. We'll just go and occupy from there. We'll keep the settlement as high level as possible. 19,000 gold is a fair bit. Ridden to the Armbreaker, we've got ourselves a Trickster's Helm. Dingy, battered helmet looks like any other. This is the Trickster's Helm. Armor, ward save, melee defense, and barrier. Having survived the Skaven onslaught that destroyed their home, they now follow the Serpent God to the very end times if necessary. That'd be great in a Kroxagor army. Red-crested skinks with the refuse to die ability. They will die the second the ability is over, but in the meantime, they can't. Alright, we can go ahead and bless the army. I really think the Blessing of Itzel is going to be what we go for. Creator Meld of the Beast. Itzel be praised. Upkeep reduction for all of our Pterodon riders by 20% further. So they cost, at the current moment, 96 for the more elites, and 77 for the ones that throw spears. We go for the Blessing of Itzel, and now they cost 58 gold and 47. So honestly, the entire army can be Pterodon riders very easily. Rickster's Helm for Itsy Bitsy, and then Kevin, you can have the Dragon Helm. How good for you. Oh, our favorite motorcycle neighbor is back. What was great is you guys were mentioning that you couldn't hear the jets when they were flying overhead, and actually, when I was looking back and recording, no, it wasn't picking up. This for whatever reason, this certain frequency from this motorcycle picks up, so I do apologize. We'll go ahead and grab... I think we just want some more gold here. Skink fellas, we need a little bit more cash. And then we'll go ahead and go for alignment of crafting here to get this up to the next tier as quickly as we can. In fact, I'm probably not going to actually generate any gold from here for now, and allow us to get as much growth as we can just for a couple turns. Kevin, you're up in March near Tlaqua. We'll go ahead and upgrade Tlaqua to tier 3. Take the Deadhead Monoliths and grab the Stone Marker. Gives us the Tablet of War, which is a pretty important tech, so we'll go ahead and grab that for the tech. Tablet of War unlocks extra post-battle loot, more leadership, and then extra movement range, which is what we want. Alright, I think that's everything we can do for this turn. Do we have any more heroes we can recruit? No. In fact, we have too many Skink Chiefs as is. Sounds about right. And we will check our diplomacy real fast. The Drakenhof Conclave. The strangest thing you've ever seen. Now we need more trade goods. Alright, Captain Clowntown is gone, and it's the next turn, so maintain control of 3 provinces either by direct ownership or through vassals and military. Yep, once we do, we'll gain another Aura of Quetzal, which is a very good ability. Cooldown of 90 seconds isn't my favorite, but that's honestly pretty quick. Minute 30. Realistically, Euro battles are taking about 3 to, I'd say, 5 minutes, so... and much longer in a siege, so it's going to come into play a lot in the siege. Are they gone? I realize I should have checked that last turn, but I did it. So let's see, are we still at war with anyone? No, they're all gone. Sweet. Last defenders, what are you guys up to? Why are the Lizardmen so wonky with making friends with each other? I think it must be the cold-blooded. They're like, no, I don't choose to be friendly with anyone. I'm tired. In fact, I'm gonna go lay down and take another nap. See you later. Now, I guess that means we need to focus on either Kairos. Is Kairos doing anything down here? Yeah, he's definitely taking over. Or we could go stamp out Manfred.
Come then.
Manfred only has one settlement. Manfred only has one settlement? Alright, Manfred, I think it's time for you to go away. Or is he currently fighting with, Numas and Kimri? Oh, he got in war with Kimri before it was too late. Or before he managed to take out his other settlements. So yeah, now Manfred's gone. I'm not gonna worry about him at all. We'll just deal with Kimri later on. Okay, TikTak'to. We need to secure deals with Petgar somehow. Brother. How are you not at war with Kairos yet? Okay, well we defeated our first 2 enemies so quickly that there's not a lot for us to do at the moment. So what we'll do is we'll come down to Nohantal, take out whatever this is, gain whatever cash we can, and then we'll try to sail around. I'm not going to defend Tlaqua. If they fall to the predations of Kairos, all the better for us. Then we'll re-sync to the central jungles, and then I'll go ahead and start collecting income again. Western and Central. The -3 control is not my favorite. But honestly, if we really need to, we can recruit up another general in a hurry. And I kind of want to. We'll have like an additional... How much are you going to cost us? I don't want to Salon Mage Priest yet. Salbus the area. What happened to our other one? Total army upkeep increased by 134. That's not that big a deal. Be arrogant. Well, honestly, we could just bring in this Slon, and he can just keep building up experience while sitting in Quexodal and defending it. So if we want to, we can give him some Pterodons. I don't really want to recruit... Well, I guess we have so much cash, don't we, man? Global is not a big deal. Let's grab 2 Pterodon Riders with Bolas, and then a couple of Skinks with Javelins. That way they can hold the walls. There we go, and his army is going to go up by 800. Let's drop it down to 600 for now. Sounds good, Kevin. You are going to be in charge of just defending Tlaqua for now. And honestly, we could remove most of these Skink cohort. Do they gain... They cause fear when there's Kroxagore in their area. Yeah, so let's go ahead and kick them all out. For the time being. And in fact, I'm not going to recruit an army here with Prigel. We will instead retrofit Kevin's army to be more Pterodons. We want 2 more spears for the poison, and then some Fire Leash. That'll go up by 500. And that sounds fine. We can send them out to start raiding the undead. Because even if they summon in their Ushabti, all of our flyers aren't going to care about it. They'll just ignore them. Alright, turn. Alright, at the same time we're recording this, the premiere for the first episode is getting ready to go up, so I am communing with chat as we speak. The Dragonov Conclave. Yeah, now Manfred shows so poorly, he got wiped out in the first 14 turns. Good grief. Well done, Gimri. Now stay up there in the jungles and in the sands and don't come down here, and we won't have to worry about you. However, TikTak'to will be slaughtering you eventually. Oh, the Caverns of Sotek have the Wall of Omniscience. Conjures a storm in owned coastal Southland regions. That's what happened to Yin Yin's navy. Yeah, moving into the buried Invisceri here and getting the immunity to desert attritions in all armies is sounds amazing. Won't be easy to defend though. 540. These Pterodons are a little bit pricey. Truthfully, we can have a couple of Skink cohort just to be units that he can kind of fall back into. And that's 365 increase. That's not that big a deal. Not that big a deal. Excellent. The next turn we'll have even more. I kind of want to switch this over to the alignment of monuments to allow things to build faster. Same thing here with the Temple Precincts. We're going to switch this over to the alignment of monuments and see how bad that hurts our economy. It might. It might bad enough to matter. Right, Joel, you are hanging out here. Actually, does fitting multiple turns in Astromancy stance change so you can do this inside of a settlement? Hey, I like that. A lot of times they don't let you. Bowmen of Orion would like a non-aggression pact. I do want to keep them alive. They're going to be one of the minor settlements we try to keep in there. Although they do disappear on a whim. If one of the other factions around them decides they don't like the Bowmen of Orion, they tend to go away. And we have successfully respawned, giving us a combat focus. So extra recruit rate. This has always been a weird one. You only get the recruit rate after recruiting them instead of before. So you recruit one unit and then you recruit a whole bunch after. It's kind of strange. TikTak'to is a disciplinarian, and the Rite of Awakening has expired, allowing us to get another rite going. And they want us to recruit another lord, huh? All in due time, all in due time. Killing these pirates if they're already here will also make them more friendly with us too, because they'll count as... Ooh, okay. While your crew search a wreck, the deck heaves and water bursts through the rotting hole. What is left of the ship, that's rude, begins to sink, taking its cargo with it. Your crew only have time to salvage a few crates before the ocean claims it. We have Pterodons to swoop in and grab all this stuff. We'll take the captain's chest. We get a brass cleaver, which has melee attack, weapon strength, and a passive melee attack bump for everyone in the area, and a trunk of maps. which is not amazing, but we'll take it. We'll go ahead and upgrade these statues of the gods next. And then Huantal as well, because I want to get more trade goods up and running. I mean, we can send TikTak'to down south against the forces of Tzeentch. With Tlaqua being right here, we could probably overwhelm them. Tzeentch's missiles are going to be very scary, though, because they tend to be low armor piercing, but extremely high damage. So our pterodons will go down fast. Kevin, let's go ahead and have you swap into the Astromancy stance. Because I think there's a trait that you get for being in it for multiple turns. But since I can't get to the Modlist like I'd like, we're going to instead just grab some more skinks. So 3 skinks should be good for an invasion. A little bit of a raiding invasion on the undead up here to the north. Rigel can defend Quetzalcoatl and Huantal if needed. And then TikTak'to can launch his raids on our neighbors too. Wake up another mage priest. This time we shall wake up one that uses high magic, because I think that is in lore is the strongest magic, and that's the priest that we would probably wake up first. Extremely effective against demons. Okay, so we got a... Please be a 1st generation? He's a 4th generation, so 30 extra wins, or 30 additional unit experience per turn, 30% less miscast, and 5 more wins. Magic speed's kind of garbage. Sorry, Chakwamel. Rigel's just better. Being 3rd generation. He's got a lot more wins of magic. Just go ahead and give you the brass cleaver. Yakromatu. And Rigel's in charge of defending Quetzalcoatl in his Astromancy stance. None of the other Lizardmen. Are you fighting? Really? Well, I'll at least join your wars with Bloodmaw. And honestly, and Clan Mordkin both. There's nothing they're going to do against us. We'll take that non-aggression pact and whatever cash you're willing to throw our way. You have the wisdom of the first spawning. That we do. We're in 2 new wars with armies that we are probably never going to see. Yeah, but Tzeentch is just starting to steal things from the other Lizardmen. We need to get down there and stop it. The longer you leave Kairos, the more he snowballs into oblivion. Alright, the Bloodmaw faction's gone. We managed to join that war just in time. Famished are gone as well, and now the Tablet of Spawning is complete. So they were taken out by... yeah, by the undead. Probably want to sail around to find one of their weak spots before striking. Turn into the Skaven a little bit. We could also just defend Tlaqua, but it's going to be so long before anything is actually built that getting out and doing some raiding or some gold might be a good call. So let's do that. Not going to go into March. They don't trust that there's not any of those pirates in the area. Sneaky, sneaky. I guess I will go into March now. I'm going to sneak across the coast. Huh. Just barely can't see the units inside there, I guess. TikTak'to, let's get out of March stance. Tentatively move up the coast here. You got Ashok the Bloody. But we should be able to win that, no problem. Looks like they've already had a confrontation with someone. The elves don't appear to be alive any longer. Trade goods were produced. I think getting our skinks at a higher level is going to be a better call. Oh no, he's still alive. He's just got a single settlement. So they're down to just their capital. That is unfortunate. Tlaqua did a good job of staying out of it and just building up a massive army. You have red-crested skinks for days. It's actually kind of cool to see. Alright, Rigel, you keep defending Quetzalcoatl. Your ruminations are doing a good job of keeping everyone from rebelling. In fact, can we give you better control options through ancillaries? Hibernation attendant. No, I don't think we have any of that just yet. It's a little sad, but that's alright. We can go for Iron Disciplinarian easily enough. Alright. Not so sure about sending Kevin afield to the undead. It's a lot further away. We'll see. This may turn out to be a really bad idea. Alright, now Pryjol is a disciplinarian, which should actually fix the woes there in the western jungles. Krotgar is going to defend Cetra. Cetra's gonna stamp out the bowman. So he's going to end up being the final boss here. Oh, man. Cetra, did you really need to go kill the Wood Elves? Honestly, can you actually kill the Wood Elves? Only through auto resolve, you'd get obliterated in an actual fight. Because Cetra's up to shenanigans, we have to fall back. Our settlements aren't very well defended, and he only respects power. I'm also going to go ahead and level up on Ashok the Bloody here. So come hither and die. You won't fight! Any way to debuff the pirates? Oh, you coward! That's okay, I should be able to make it back in a non-attrition area after fighting them. We're battling this one ourselves. One last fight for today's episode. I am going to quick save just in case we lose any kind of progress to a crash, and let's get to it. Onward to the field. Pirate hunting with the Air Force. Lovely. Alright. Yeah, no, I would say I wish we did have something like they had a little bit more oomph from the skies. So the all over the, I think it's the Stegodons, they have these things called great blowguns, which is basically just like a ballista, but in blowgun form. And they are immensely powerful. So find a way to fit up, I don't know, a Ripperdactyl or a Coatl with a bunch of skinks that all have the great blowguns, and I think you're in for a good time. I'm gonna put 2 of the Saurus on this side. 1 over here. With the horned ones further back. Once these 2 eliminate the rock llamas, it's game time. So fall back behind the trees there, Pterodons. It's too dangerous to be up front. Same thing there, let's bring all the Pterodons back a bit. That way they're not the immediate targets. Alright, so it is best to get everyone in their groups with this. Just because we've got a lot going on here. Let's put you in group 1. 1 unit of Pterodons, 2, and then the Spear and Poison lads. Let it begin. Bring the horde ones more to the front. That way they can go support if they're needed. I don't even think he had any archers here, so once these rock llamas are down, that's that. Get moving. No reason to get hit with rocks for free. Oh yeah, go walk into the rest of your units, I would. Nah, you can just sit here and throw spears at them. Let's get over to the top. First squad, get moving. Realize I let these guys get taken out by wolf riders. That was my bad. Not a good look. Horned ones will give them business, though. TikTak'to, give yourself the armor and melee defense. You go ahead and drop on this crew. Use the trees as cover. And skeet skirmishers are expendable, but I prefer not to have to expend them like that, so that's just the way it is. Alright, you lads, get in here. We need some bombs. Both of our heroes are under a little bit of trouble here. But their allies have arrived. You guys go after the boar boys then. Bombing run. Go back this way. Beautiful. TikTak'to is obliterating this other lord. Although too many of you are in melee. I guess they weren't. Just thought they were. Back this way, boys. Drop those bombs. Trolls won't even see it come. Actually did a ton of damage to the trolls. I think it's going to the other side. These guys are fighting. Poor boys, not a fun one for skinks. The units are very spread out here. Horn ones at the flanks. Just in the nick of time, we bomb the biggins. Then we'll send the biggins another present as well. Chase these fools down. Saurus that are fighting here, though, turn and obliterate these biggins for me. Tearing out of the forest. Oh, TikTak'to losing. Alright, TikTak'to, fall back. Bulls gotta take out a few more of these orcs. None of you have bombs? You do. Come over here and drop them on these biggins. Bombs here. Beautiful. Everyone all in on this target. Come after the biggin boss. Only this. That's not good. Horned ones, where are you at? Get over here. When the skinks are winning, that's not a fight they should be winning. I mean, just the trolls now. Go fall back. Hit and run attacks are his style. We'll have him kind of... Ooh, I didn't want these guys in melee. Get out of there. That was dumb. A couple of pterodons are gonna have to pay the troll toll now. Good job, wizard. And you go bad at all. Pirates hunted. So glad you brought the pork. We can have a proper barbecue. Catch you in a moment. Alright, decisive win over the boys of the Forbidden Coast. Of which we should probably go ahead and take the replenishment, since we can't really replenish out of the open seas anyway. Just in case we aren't able to get back into friendly waters. Yeah, that'll work, as long as we're not taking attrition. Kairos has made it to the Fortress of Dawn. We gotta hide to the cold ones, though. It drops your leadership, but it gives you more armor. Miss resist causes fear and terror, which I think I will go ahead and give to Itsy Bitsy. Oh, you know what? No, we'll give it to our Croxagore. Drops his leadership to 62, which is really not great. We'll find other ways to help up his leadership, because wait, dude, you already cause terror. He already causes fear. Switch him. We'll switch him then. Cool. TikTak'to, what rank are you? 11? We should probably start saving a little bit then, so we can grab Fearless Leader and the like. Yeah, let's do that. We'll save his one skill point. Itsy Bitsy. Bloody Blade makes him stronger. By 10%. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and give him... I love rather piercing shots, but bottomless quiver is pretty nice too, because we get slippery. Let's go piercing shots. Let's make his blowgun actually matter. Because at current, it really doesn't do much. I mean, these guys doing 15 damage a shot, they're pretty weak too. They'll be replaced. I hope Strozleath can stop Cetra and they don't get ambushed, but I mean, if they get drop kicked by the Imperishable, what is there? You know what, let's go ahead and not upgrade here. That we have plenty of cash next turn to grab the upgrades in Tlaqua, like the Ripperdactyl Hatchery. Ripperdactyl Hatchery. Rigel's fine. What can we do in diplomacy? Everything. Except for the southern jungles. I rule the southern jungles. We'll have issues, don't you worry. Actually, do we have any? Have we finally started to build up the geomantic web yet? No is the answer. We're at strength 2. So own and neutral settlements. It doesn't actually start doing anything, I don't think. Until we get a pylon in. Yeah, that's when it starts ticking up. It gets really good, but it takes a long time to get there. Lizardmen are very much a late game faction, but the fact that their tech tree is so meh, even in the late game, means that they are going to get outskilled by other late game factions. Alright, turn 18. A couple more Rites of Awakening are performed. Bowman of Orion got wiped. Wow. Okay. Is Cetra the final boss here?
Your tribute, thrall, for it is a privilege to be in my
Thank goodness he hates them more than us, but there's no telling. If he finds us weaker than the Cult of Sigmar, he'll likely come attack us. Uh-oh. Well, that is 2 full stacks of Cetra. Evan, we need you back at Tlaqua quick. Tlaqua needs walls. Cannot be constructed in minor settlements. No, I wouldn't think you could. Oh, there's such better building options for us. The Star Chamber. Rig for Salon. Now what we need is the Ripper Dactyls. We'll do that first. We won't have the cash for a Mystic Barrier then. Oh, we're taking attrition now. Is there a storm? Yes, there's a storm. Is it because of Krokgar? Dang it, Krokgar. Did you build up the landmark? There's no telling. But if he did, no, it's tier 2, so we couldn't have. So it's a natural storm then. Man, okay, so Kairos is besieging. If he wins, no, he's not. He's just standing there like a loon. I don't think he can ambush the open seas. So we are going to try to be extremely aggressive towards one of Kairos' other settlements. Because I don't mind him taking out the elves, so that way I could then take over the Fortress of Dawn, because that could belong to me instead. So we'll go hit Dawn's Light. Exactly. I'm not very happy with what's happening up here with Cetra, though. Dude, you're rank 24? He's got the Kepler card, he's got all of the ROR already. That's why he's cleaving through so effectively. Well, dang. We might be in trouble. We need more gold, so let's go Skink Barrios. Or we need more control, so let's grab Skink Barrios. We need more cash, let's go grab the Barrios.
Yes.
Don't worry, Techless, we'll join you soon. Unless you get wiped out. And if you get wiped out on us, so be it. Although now, look at Cetra in a weird way. Alright, the turn belongs to us once more. Kairos is just gonna stand outside of the Fortress of Dawn. I'm not sure what his plan is. We shall leave you all off within with a bit of a cliffhanger. Let's go ahead and hit this shipwreck. Sunken booty. Ew. It's all moist. The crow's nest comes shouts. The broken mast can be seen piercing the ocean surface. Lookout has spotted a sunken ship lying in the waters amongst some distant shoals. Plus, have you ever crawled over anything in the ocean or along the shore? There's all these nasty louse all over it. Ugh. Ooh. Wizard's weakness is wood lice the size of your hand. The lookout has spotted a sunken ship lying in the waters amongst some distant shoals. Located far from an inhabited shoreline or any known sailing routes, it is the marking of a pirate galleon. A mysterious, sunken pirate ship in this location cannot be here without good reason. Perhaps that reason involves treasure. Let's go find some treasure. They've got some pirates. we will begin the next episode hunting down even more pirates, because if we give this one the auto-resolve, we are going to lose a lot of skinks, and I can't have that. So, thank you all so much for stopping on by today's Tlaqua episode. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub though, and it really does help the channel out, and I'll see you all in the next one.